Finally! What's good, people? And hopping straight into this thing. Everyone that was wondering where the Beast Deities Super Saiyan 3s were, get over here! So that is to say, they are finally in stock. So, basically all this stuff should be shipping this week, provided that you know, as soon as you get your payment in. And, 5K Toys, they'll send you an email with a link. You click the link and then you make your second payment. That being said, here we have the blue hair and battle damage version. This one will be your Super Saiyan Blue 3 Vegito. Here we have yellow hair, blue body. That will be your regular Super Saiyan 3 Vegito. And here we have blue hair, yellow body, battle damaged of course. That will be your Super Saiyan Blue 3 Goku. And last but certainly not least, you have your yellow hair, the regular body, not battle damaged. And all this being said, funny enough, I wanted to ask you guys a couple questions. Well, in one statement. First thing first, I just dropped a Super Saiyan 3 Vegito review, specifically the Black Yi version. And also I have the Super Saiyan Blue 3 review that I did a couple months back, so y'all can check that out just to get a rough estimation, because this re-release here is slightly different than the original release, besides, the animal heads and whatnot. But also soon in the very near future, I'll have the regular Super Saiyan 3s up as a review as well. So what I wanted to ask you guys is, do you guys want me to review these as well? And the reason why I asked is because it's essentially the same figure from what I can see so far. The faceplates have changed a bit, but I think that's the biggest difference. The faceplates, and of course, the colors, particularly on the Gokus, are a little bit different. Like the blues seem to be a bit darker. But would y'all be interested in seeing that? Because like I said, I already have the original version, the review coming out in the near future, just so you can have like a rough estimate of what you're getting. But would y'all care about a comparative thing, like a second review of the new versions? It would be quick though. It wouldn't be nearly as long as the other reviews, but it would be quick, just highlighting the differences and whatnot. Either way, that being said, let's move forward. Alright, so right here we have yet another pre-order for a set of head sculpts, particularly another set of Goku head sculpts. Now, this is DCG Toys, and first thing we have up here is this first set, which is going to be like a more, I guess, pearlescent or translucent hair. And it comes with 4 faceplates all together, as well as like this conversion, I think, is it a socket or the peg? It looks like the socket. Conversion socket, so if you want to put it on a 2.0 mold, you can. If you want to put it on a 3.0 mold, I'm assuming that's most likely referring to the legendary Super Saiyan Goku. Or if you want to put it on a Kong/Beast Deity mold, they got that for you. So you don't even got to worry about, man, but will this head fit on this body? They got y'all covered with that. Either way, let's go through the rest, right? You have the pale hair, you have the base hair, and the pale hair, by the way, comes with the battle damaged bloody faces. So, that's if you want that. Now you also have the base hair, which looks really good. It looks like a really good base Goku, and of course it comes with the different sockets, as well as 4 sets of faces. And last but certainly not least, you have the base hair again, but of course bloody and battle damage. Now, how much is this going to cost you? You're probably wondering. You want me to get to that? Alright, let's scroll down real quick. If you get the combo, right? The combo comes with a set of all 4 of those heads, right? So up front, you're gonna pay $16, and the second payment, when they actually get it to the warehouse, is gonna be $114 plus shipping, which can be tricky because, one, you're like, at the end of the day, these are just head sculpts, so that's a tad bit expensive. But also, once you include shipping, depending on where you live, that shipping could really rake you over the coals. So I could understand if you're like, they look nice, but I'm cool on them. Now, let's say you just want to buy one like separately. You don't want the combo of all 4, right? They all cost the same, but the first payment will be $4 up front, and then when they get the shipment to the warehouse, it'll be, they'll ask you to pay the $30 plus the shipping. Okay, and the same thing, I neglected to mention this in the first part of the video with the Beast Deities, but they should have sent you if you did pre-order those figures, they should have sent you a link, and you click the link and then you pay the rest of the payment. And that's how it works when you pre-order from 5K. They'll send you a link in your email once the merchandise is at the warehouse, and then you click that link and it'll allow you to pay for the rest of your product. Also, they usually give you like a little grace period, like 2 weeks, because I mentioned it with the Beast Deity stuff, but you know, you have till July 2nd to complete that payment if you did the pre-order. But for the people that's just waiting for the stock, the regular stock, just keep your eye on the website. Of course, I'll keep my eye on the website so I could, you know, keep you guys updated, but sometimes y'all get to it a little bit before me. So that's why I say that. Moving forward. And by the way, they say that the estimated time is Q3 to Q4 of this year. So the last 6 months in this year, they're expecting for this to drop, which is actually pretty fast. So we'll see. Ultimately, we're going to see. But now we move forward. So real quick with this looks like it's going to be a Vegito beam sword effect, as well as what could be a full figure. Also, shout out to Kitsune. But the thing about this sculpt is that it looks an awful lot like the OC Toys sculpts that they're using basically for your generic Goku-esque body. And if that's the case, that kind of sucks, because OC Toys definitely has a set of Vegito head sculpts coming on the way. And the reason why it sucks, right? So selling us a set of 6 different head sculpts and then releasing a whole Vegito figure would be like, come on, bro. Couldn't just make this a full figure and include that with the full figure. But this could be just for render purposes, showing off the sword. Because, you know, as you can see, the head is not there. Or maybe they're going to sell the body separate. Like I said, it sounds kind of funny. Wow. Sell the body separately? Either way, I don't know. This is all speculation. I don't know what's actually going on with this. But I just figured I'd show it to you guys. On to the next one. Tonsen. Where do I even start with this guy? And shout out to my good man Burst for the information and having the picture. But as you can see here, the different parts for the Kid Buu figure are definitely being printed out, and we can assume that they're being assembled as well. And man, at this point in time, I'm assuming that we're probably gonna see Kid Buu figures start to ship, like, who knows, either the end of this month or the beginning of next month. This month and next month is definitely, I wouldn't be surprised if we get Kid Buu by then. And whew, man, let's just look at some pictures real quick. First thing first, of course, shout out to Kitsune. But you can see that the figure is like, the figure is done at this point. It's just a matter of adding the decals for the eyes and, you know, the mouth, and, you know, adding those finishing touches. But like I said, just to, you know, ease some people's minds, this figure should be shipping fairly soon. Like, keep an eye out, keep your eyes peeled, you know. And as usual, I'll update you guys as more information comes out, like when everything starts to ship. And like, for example, if 5K Toys gets it and stuff. Now 5K Toys typically doesn't carry Tonsenarttoys stuff, but I remember when those Vegeta head sculpts came out, they were up on 5K Toys very briefly, and they sold out quick. But moving forward, so right here, what we have is a sense of the scale for both, not only Kid Buu, but the Trunks figure that Tonsenarttoys is producing, and it's looking really good. He seems to be ever slightly taller than the 3.0 Trunks that Tamashii has dropped. And of course, Kid Buu is shorter than them all, because, well, he's supposed to be. But yeah, it's looking real good, looking real nice. Now, wait, why does that Gohan, oh, I was gonna say, why does that Gohan look like he has a different faceplate? But I think that's just the lighting. Either way, This is coming along very nicely, and we have one more thing that, like, I discussed it in the last third-party video, but man, I didn't know. Well, we just get to it. So now, what we have here is an excellent niche for any third-party company. Tonsen is teasing a Goku in this volume cover outfit. I forget what volume it is. I guess I'll look it up real quick. But I'll put it up. I'll have it somewhere on the screen, right? But that's besides the point. This is, funny enough, something I suggested in the discussion video that DF do. And the reason why I even suggested that Demoniacal Fit do it is because I remember they teased what I call bonnet Goku. You know, Goku, he's wearing this thing that looks like a bonnet on his head, but it's a particular like artwork, and that's not even a volume cover. It's just like one of Akira Toriyama's artworks that he does, some type of promotional artwork for, of course, Dragon Ball. But I was like, yo, that would be a cool niche for DF, but if Tonsen gets on it first, then, you know, it might be lights out for DF to even go that route. Now, we'll see, because at the end of the day, there's tons of artwork to pull from, and everybody can, actually a lot of different, you know, third parties could pull from this, right? Because nobody has to repeat what the next third party is doing, so it may not be over for DF to do that, right? It's just a matter of them actually dropping, you know? And they certainly couldn't drop that before, drop that Bonnet Goku before Future Gohan, because people are going to be like, how you come up with an entirely new sculpt before Future Gohan? But either way, I digress. This is not that sort of video. This is it's shaping up to look real nice. And I remember initially, me and my good man Cyrus was talking about this render, because in the last discussion video, I was like, yo, Unknown Studios coming up with this. And we was looking at the render and we was talking on the phone. He was like, yeah, I was like, you know, that hair sculpt looks awfully familiar. Because that's all, you know, from what we can make out in the picture, we saw the hair sculpt. And why does this hair sculpt look familiar? Because it's the same hair sculpt that he's using for Bardock, as far as I could see. So I was like, yo, it would be funny if it was Tonsen, wouldn't it be? And we was both like, yeah, it sure would be funny if that was Tonsen. And behold, it's Tonsen. Like I said, if this drops, man, I already said Tonsen goated, but this is some next level. And I think the reason why I'm praising it so much is because this is not something that we're gonna get from anybody anytime soon. Now, let me preface that with this though. Tamashii Nations, and one of the last surveys that they had Dragon Ball on, it was like sometime late last year, or maybe I'm mistaken. Was it late last year? But on one of the surveys, they had Rival's Close Piccolo and Goku as an option to vote for. So you already know, like, in that regard, you know, having these characters in these different outfits is on the mind of at least Tamashii, you know. But the thing is, you know, for a third party, it's a lot more, you know, original sculpting to do in your small studio, so these things could be more expensive. But Tonsen has shown that, hey, he could give you a lot of bang for your buck in terms of these figures that he has planned to release. But either way, he also Kitsune has these pictures of, and I'll have it pop up somewhere on the screen, where you can see the mechanics of the arm bending and things of that nature. Like, so, you know, Tonsen, who knows? Tonsen just be working non-stop. Like, because we still, like, we get a full render of this, for example, right? But we have yet to see updates on the Gold Tanks that was once shown on the page, right? Or teased, rather. It was teased. It wasn't shown, it was teased. It was just like the leg, or what have you. But, that being said, this is this is a very excited and unexpected development. I hope to see more stuff. But until next time, this has been BombasticPlastic. Once again, stay fantastic.